Hi YouTube, I'm back again. As you can see, the cats are back. The dogs and the cat are all going crazy. Kiba thinks it's playtime. Snow thinks it's playtime, so you're going to be hearing a dog and a cat today. Luna's sleeping as always next to me. Um, well, it's been an eventful week, guys. Kiba. Let's see. I went to Olley's last week for the first time, and I am very mixed feelings on it. First thing I bought there was a steam cleaner. Well, I took it home and it was broken. Called, the lady didn't know what to do because I guess I was the first person returning something back to the store. So she said I'd have to come in and talk to her manager. So I did. But returned it, no issues with that. The only thing with Olley's is if you buy like a steam cleaner or something like that, it's probably going to be refurbished. So please keep that in mind. They do not mark their boxes, which kind of aggravated me a bit, because if you're going to have things that are refurbished, you should have a warning on the box. Sorry, it's true. You need to warn people that they're buying a pre-used product, because that means they get no warranty or anything else on the product that they're buying. And like with my vacuum, I have a warranty on it because I bought it new. My steam cleaner, because I brought it refurbished, no warranty. So if it breaks down, it breaks down. There's nothing I can do. My son bought some little things. He bought himself a blanket and a few other things third time. I'm sorry, we went 3 times in one day. Once was me scouting the store, getting my feel of the store. The second time was bringing back the steam cleaner that I had purchased and getting a different one, which that one's fine. And the third time was taking my husband and my kids to it and having them look around. If you're going to an Olley's, it is kind of overwhelming, especially if you've got anxiety like I do, especially if you go on a grand opening day. It's very overwhelming. You feel like you're having a heart attack because some of the aisles are almost too small to get a cart down. The way I look at it is my daughter wears extra small clothes, could not fit down some of the aisles. Another thing I noticed about the Olleys is used carts at a brand new location. The store had just opened that morning, and I look and the cart's already dinged up, messed up, and everything else. So I'm like, oh, used carts. That's new. I've never been to a grand opening where there's used carts. But at this location, there are used carts, which the location is on Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. It's down near Council. It's okay. It's a little overwhelming for me because the size of the little areas and stuff like that, they are very nerve-wracking. You might bump into people. I did have a cut on my arm from a lady hitting me with her cart. And I mean, she literally hit me with her cart. And she told me to get the F out of her way. I had no cart at this time. When you go to a grand opening of a place, and let's say like a grocery store, walk around first before you get a cart. That way you know if you're getting something or not. That way you don't have to worry. Then if you see something you want, go back to go grab a cart, then grab it. That's the easiest thing I've found, is to walk around first, then get a cart, and it's all fine. But at the same time, their aisles are very small. I'm 5'3". I had issues looking at things because I'm short. Everybody else in my family are very tall, so it wasn't a big deal to them. My daughter's 15, almost 16, and she's taller than me. My son is taller than me. My husband is taller than me. Everybody I know is taller than me. So it's all good. But you have to watch the width of the halls and stuff. They do have a lot of stuff though. I will be going back later this week to get certain things that I found that were at a good price. They had dish detergent, some laundry detergent, and some other things that I buy regularly at a good price, and I'll go back this week and look again because apparently they get shipments daily of things that they just buy in bulk. They don't really have set things in their stores. So every time you go, you're going to find something different. It's kind of like a TJ Maxx or Ross is on crack, I guess is a good way to phrase it. But it's not a bad store. It's just a little nerve-wracking for people like me. I do go into these stores still just because I like to get a good deal. There's also a store called Half and Half here in Oklahoma City that I will not go back to. They are very cluttered and they smell. And that is a major issue for me, is the smell of things. And that sounds bad that that is an issue, but it really, really is an issue. But yeah, it smelled when I went in, and I won't go back to places that smell like that. So yeah, won't go back to that one at all, ever. I don't care how many people tell me to go back to that one. I won't go back. Okay, so that covers Olley's. We're doing the countdown to October 9th, which is my day I go talk to the surgeon about fixing what's wrong with me in my fertility, because without the surgery I can't get pregnant and it's too hard to get to my eggs. And everything's scarred down there, so they need to repair it real quick. And the link will be down below to help pay for that surgery, because we all know my insurance isn't going to cover it. Gotta love insurance companies. I can see why certain people are going for universal health care, because it's amazing that my husband's insurance will cover things my insurance won't even touch. My insurance won't touch anything to do with my fertility issues. So I guess I'm stuck. Because I'm not on his insurance, he's not on mine. So yeah, we're kind of stuck that way. But yeah, that's letting you know I've got huge paper to fill out. I'll let you guys see it later, because they seem to be very concerned with my overweightness. I'm concerned with my overweightness, but I am doing things, and I've lost over 60 pounds so far. So I am still working on losing weight. It's just a very slow process, because I don't want to do it too quick, because doing it too quick means you're going to put the weight right back on. So we're doing it slowly. That way it's all done and it's done correctly, and I don't have to worry about putting that weight back on. That's the big deal, is not putting that weight back on. Because I want to be healthy, clear into my 60s, 70s. If I make it that long, I want to be healthy. I want to go explore the world. I want to see the world. I want to see every culture I possibly can in my lifetime. I want to be a part. I want to enjoy everything that this world has to offer. Because we need to look at it this way. We are on one planet. We need to appreciate each other for what we are. Every culture is unique. Everyone is unique. Why not celebrate that uniqueness that we all have? That's one of the reasons I want to travel the world. Another is just to see everything my dad has seen in his life. He saw Tibetan monks walking in the jungle. He saw all these beautiful places when he was younger that I would love to see personally, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get to see them. I would love for me and my daughter to spend a week in Paris. I would love for me and my son and my husband and my daughter to spend a couple of weeks in Japan. I would love to go see Germany. I would love to see everywhere, everywhere possible. I would love to go to these places and be not like a lot of people who go there strictly just to see like what everybody else sees. I want to go see what the culture is actually about, eat the actual foods, eat the stuff that most people won't try, see the places that people don't normally go, that the locals go, and stuff like that. That's what I want. Personally, for me, that sounds like fun. Um, a lot of people don't see it the same way I do, which is fine. Uh, but I enjoy seeing stuff like that. I love seeing new stuff. I love trying new things. And one way to do that is for me to lose the weight, get healthy, and get to doing it. That's the only way. And I would even put that on this channel. Just exploring, even exploring different places in the United States would be fun. I have some videos from Chicago, but I don't have permission from the people on those videos to actually show them on the channel. And I'm not going to show a video that I don't have permission to show. Family members and stuff, of course, they have to give me full permission to put it on this channel. But yeah, so that covers that. The third thing that happened is my daughter's school got canceled yesterday. And this wasn't for anything to do with her school per se. But there was a threat against the school, and it was a shooting threat. They actually closed the school for the safety of the students, even though they knew it was a hoax, just in case. I do have to commend my daughter's school for taking the students and their staff's well-being into play. I remember back when I was in school, they didn't put that much stock into their students. They didn't think too much of their students. I'm sorry. But with everything that happened while I was in school, and it's much worse now. Parents, we need to talk to our kids. We need to watch our kids. We need to know our kids. We don't need to sit back and think it's a teacher's job to raise our child or the school's job. It is our job. Take responsibility. Even though I have anxiety, I am still going out there. I am still talking to my kids' teachers. I am still going to the school, even though a lot of times it makes me very, very nervous. I'm still doing that stuff for my kids. I know both of my kids very, very well. I know their friends very, very well. And that is important because you have to know these things. You need to watch your kid. You need to see if they are depressed. You need to see if there's anything that you can do to help them instead of just, how's a good way to phrase this? Blowing it off. Quite seriously, people. You're thinking in your head sometimes, oh my God. Well, in my head, it goes, oh my God, she won't shut up. In some people's heads, it's, why won't my kid talk to me? My kids talk to me. They talk a lot to me. I listen. I answer. I pay attention. That is important to your kids, okay? They have hormones going out of control, everything else. The schools are telling your daughters that you're going to get the boys pregnant with your shoulders. Pregnant shoulders. Come on. Come on, schools. Boys can control themselves. Adults can control themselves. Children can control themselves. Teenagers can control themselves. You put more restrictions on girls' clothing than you do on boys. Teaching the girls that boys have little to no self-control, which is false. Boys have as much self-control as a girl. And all you're teaching girls by putting all these restrictions on their clothing and everything else is boys can't control themselves. No, boys can't control themselves. They don't have to. That's what you're doing. That's the stigma you are giving to your girls in your schools, is boys can't control themselves. I can understand distracted clothing and stuff like that. I used to get in trouble for the makeup I wore. I would get in trouble for all kinds of things that I wore. In high school, I was a goth chick. I had piercings. I have tattoos. I was skinny then, really skinny, scary skinny. But at the same time, I didn't have to worry about getting the boys pregnant with my shoulders. We don't want the boys to get pregnant with shoulders. Shoulders aren't sexual, people. If you're finding shoulders sexual, that's your kink, not mine. The school had to change the way they viewed shorts because certain girls were able to get away with a lot shorter of shorts than other girls. Because like my daughter's all legs, and her upper torso is not as long, and her arms are not as long as her legs. So in turn, the shorts that, say, one of her friends could wear, she could not wear because of the way her body is. Her body is kind of like mine. I have a short torso, shorter arms, long legs. So that I went into Daisy phase, but still, we're not going to get people pregnant with shoulders. Cleavage, I can understand that being kind of sexual if you have got big boobs, but there's also a thing with that. I have seen more than once girls wearing low-cut shirts because they have smaller boobies, chestises, breastises, whatever you want to call them, than other people. And because of this, they are able to do low-cut shirts because you're not seeing actual cleavage. While you have the girls like me with bigger cleavage that would not be able to wear the shirt because it shows cleavage. I have gotten in trouble at work for wearing the same shirt as someone else, but because of the way I am situated, I got in trouble and the other person did not. So no, it really doesn't matter on any of that because, yeah, it doesn't matter because there's always two sides. I can put on a shirt that looks really cute and turn it to sleazy in a matter of seconds. While another person wears something that looks sleazy and it won't look sleazy because they don't have the same body as me. But that really does become a problem. But as always, we're still working on our fertility. We're always working on everything. I'm putting more videos of the animals up and trying to get in a better habit of doing this myself. But you never know what life's going to bring you. I think next time I might talk about social anxiety. I don't know. I really don't. But do come again. If you have any ideas, put them down below. If you can or know anyone that can help, please send them the links down below. That way we can get this ball running, get the surgery done, get the baby's going, let you guys see the whole process. And we'll see what happens from there. As always, click like, subscribe. Let's keep it going. And let's get everything going, guys. Okay, bye.